You wake up in complete darkness. There's no buzzing phone, no humming fridge, just the faint crackle of a fire. Your clothes are gone, replaced with rough animal hide. You're barefoot, cold, and your stomach growls with hunger. You step outside and realize you're not in the 21st century anymore. You're in the Stone Age, a world with no shelters, no medicine, no electricity, and creatures that view you as food. Could you even survive the next 24 hours? Because forget Instagram and grocery stores here. Survival means knowing how to start a fire with sticks, avoiding predators twice your size, and hunting or scavenging every single calorie. So here is the real question. Are you tough enough to survive even one day in the brutal, raw world of the Stone Age? Your eyes blink open to a blinding shaft of sunlight cutting through the trees. For a second, everything feels like a bad dream. But then the panic sets in. There's no bed, no walls, no phone. Just dot, dirt, trees, wind, and silence. Too much silence. You scramble upright, heart pounding, hands scraping over damp earth and tangled roots. Where the hell are you? Your clothes are gone. In their place is something rough and scratchy animal hide, tied crudely with twine. You're barefoot, and the ground is ice cold beneath your feet. The air smells like wet moss and smoke. Not the distant kind you're used to from city life. No, this smoke is close. Instinctively, you turn toward it, stumbling through the undergrowth, hoping for people, a road, something familiar. But there's nothing, just trees as far as the eye can see. Ancient, towering trees with thick, gnarled roots and heavy leaves that block the sun. You spot a half-burnt pile of sticks nearby. Maybe someone was here, or maybe something. You can't tell. There's no trail, no plastic bottle, no sign of recent life. You're not lost in a forest, ... You're lost in time. The realization crashes down. This isn't just wilderness. This is prehistory. No civilization, no tech, no second chances. You have nothing. Not even shoes. And you're already cold. Every noise suddenly matters. The rustling of leaves. The snapping of twigs. You spin around, scanning for movement. Was that an animal? A person? Something watching you? You're not sure if it's your imagination, or if something really is stalking you from the trees. Either way, your body is in full survival mode. Now heart hammering, hands trembling, adrenaline flooding your veins. The sun is already higher. Time is moving fast. You need food, water, shelter. But you don't even know where to start. You've seen survival shows, sure. But watching a guy make fire on YouTube doesn't mean you can do it when it counts. Especially not with numb fingers in zero gear. Then snap. A low grunt echoes through the woods. You freeze. Something big is out there. And whatever it is, it's not afraid of you. You've only been here an hour. And already, modern life feels like a distant dream. The Stone Age isn't just old, it's merciless. You stumble forward, trying to stay quiet, but every branch you snap beneath your bare feet makes you flinch. Whatever made that sound, it's close. Maybe it's a predator. Maybe it's prey. You don't know yet. Either way, your instincts scream the same thing. Move. Get away. The adrenaline starts to fade just enough for the hunger to hit. Your stomach growls loudly. The kind of empty, hollow ache that makes your thoughts scatter. You haven't eaten anything. Haven't even had water. Suddenly, your throat feels like sandpaper. You realize, if you don't find water soon, you're done. Humans can last weeks without food, but only days without water. And even that assumes you're not sweating and panicked in an unfamiliar environment. You scan the landscape for clues. A dip in the land, the sound of running water, anything. You spot a small depression and follow it downhill. Maybe there's a stream. Maybe not. Every step is painful. Thorns, sharp rocks, freezing mud. You're not used to this. The soles of your feet were made for sidewalks, not Stone Age terrain. Then you hear it, the faint gurgling of water. You push through the underbrush and see it, a narrow stream, crystal clear and glittering in the sun. Relief floods your chest. You drop to your knees and drink, greedily, scooping water into your mouth with shaking hands. It tastes pure, cold, almost alive. But even as it hits your stomach, you remember, clean doesn't mean safe. In this world, water could carry bacteria your immune system has never encountered. But you're too thirsty to care. At this point, survival means risks. Now what? Your body needs energy. You scan for berries, roots, anything that looks edible. But how do you know it's safe? Every plant is a gamble. In modern life, food has labels and expiration dates. Out here, one wrong bite could mean hallucinations. Or worse, you spot some bright berries and instinctively reach for them. Then you pause. Something about them feels wrong. And right there, that moment of hesitation that might be what keeps you alive. Or maybe it's just luck. Either way, you're starting to get it. Survival isn't about strength, it's about decisions. Constant, instinct-driven, high-stakes decisions. You keep moving, hoping for something better. A carcass, nuts, even bugs. You spot movement under a rotting log grubs. Fat, white, wriggling. Disgust rises in your throat. You want to gag, but your body needs fuel. You force one into your mouth. It bursts like sour jelly. You almost throw up, but you swallow. And another, and another. This is survival. It's not pretty. It's not noble. It's just raw, primal need. And you're starting to realize this world is designed to break you. By now, the sun is beginning to dip. The light shifts, turning golden and then orange. And with it, a new dread begins to rise. Because nighttime in the Stone Age, that's a whole different kind of nightmare. The shadows stretch longer. The trees grow darker, thicker, and colder. Your heartbeat thuds louder in your ears as the last slivers of sunlight vanish behind the canopy. You're not just alone, you're vulnerable. And night is when this world truly comes alive. You have no shelter, no fire, no weapon. Just the clothes on your back or what passes for clothes. The temperature is dropping fast. Each gust of wind feels sharper, crueler. You try to think logically, but your brain is fogging up with fatigue and fear. You need to get off the ground. Predators here don't knock on doors. They sniff you out in the dark. You find a thicket, dense with twisted branches and heavy leaves. It's not a cave, but it might offer some cover. You crawl inside, curling into yourself, listening, really listening, for the first time. The forest is no longer quiet. It's whispering, chattering, screeching, cracking. You hear a distant howl, then silence, then something big moving through the underbrush deliberates slow. Every instinct in you is screaming, not to run, not to fight, just to hide. And it's not just fear of predators anymore. It's the fear of complete, bone-deep helplessness. You have no light, no clue what's out there, no comfort, just raw exposure. You realize, in the modern world, fear is abstract. Here, it's survival. You try to stay awake, but your body begins to crash. You haven't eaten enough. You're cold. Your muscles ache. Your mind is unraveling. You think you hear footsteps, or breathing, or both. You clutch a stick you sharpened earlier with a stone. It's crude, splintered, and barely a weapon, but it's all you've got. The darkness thickens around you. Your breath becomes shallow. You're not sleeping more, like hovering at the edge of consciousness. Time slows to a crawl. Every rustle outside the thicket makes your heart skip. The line between real and imagined starts to blur. And yet, somehow, you're still alive. You've made it through the first day, just barely. You're exhausted, hungry, and utterly broken, but not dead. And in the Stone Age, that counts as a victory. But here's the truth. If every day is like this, how long could you really last? So ... you made it. 24 brutal hours in the Stone Age. No tech. No comfort. No second chances. Just instincts, desperation, and a body pushed to its absolute limits. And honestly, that was just day one. You didn't even face disease, tribal conflict, or the endless grind of hunting and surviving week after week. The truth is, we modern humans, we're built for convenience, not for chaos. We've lost the skills that kept our ancestors alive. They didn't just survive, they thrived in this world. They read the stars, tracked animals, made tools from bone and stone, and passed wisdom through firelight stories. You survived one day, and barely. But maybe that's the point. We're so far removed from our roots that we forget how extraordinary our ancestors really were. They weren't just primitive, they were resilient, smart, adaptable. Everything we take for granted today was carved out of blood, bone, and survival. So next time you complain about a slow Wi-Fi connection or a cold coffee, just remember, once upon a time, every sunrise was a fight to stay alive. And yet, you're here. That means they won. If this journey through time made you think differently about your ancestors or yourself, drop a comment below. Could you have lasted more than a day? Be honest. And if you want more survival stories, ancient challenges, or you versus the past breakdowns, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because history isn't just about what happened, it's about what could happen to you.